Okay, hello everybody. I would like to say something about training and training routines and stuff like that. Just for the beginning, it's my first video when I want to talk about this, and I'm trying to make it very shortly. And excuse me or pardon my English because it's not my natural language. So, and excuse me that I don't have a shirt, but we have a summer and fuck man, it's killing me. So, I want to talk something about natural lifting, about people who who doesn't use enhancement drugs and stuff like that, you know. And I would like to say something about some routines. So we have so cut the bullshit and right to the team or the topic. Uh, we have pro splits, we have a full body, we have a upper lower body, we have a push pull routines, and we have many different routines. So the trend in 20th century is to do bro splits. You can go to the every game and possible, and you can see the almost everybody to do bro splits. It's there's many different things how you can set up the bro splits. I don't want to talk about it right now, but the classic bro splits is the standard bro splits is like Monday chest and triceps or chest and biceps. It depends on you. Tuesday back and biceps or triceps, and Wednesday legs, and then you can repeat it all day off. It depends on you and your goals and how you feel, in that particular day, or how you can recover from this. So that's another topic. This is my first video, and I don't want to talk about it so long about it. I just want to say something a little about that stuff. So the reason why many people training bro splits is because they see it everywhere. They see it and they look up to every professional bodybuilder and people like this, and they train bro splits. But there's a reason why to train like this, and there is no secrets about that. They, those professional bodybuilders use enhancement drugs in order to be on that level, and you know I'm not saying nothing against it. It's normal. If you look at them on the stage, it's just crazy. But there is the point. When you natural lifter without any enhancement drugs at all, there is a little bit something different with protein synthesis. You know, the dudes who are on some kind of enhancement drugs or anabolics, they are like in anabolic state 24/7, and their protein synthesis is so much longer. So for them, it's to train one body part once a week. It's great. I'm not saying it's optimal, and it's questionable they can do, and many of them training many parts twice a week. But the normal bro splits is just like chest, back, legs, and again arms, shoulders, and again. you know but of course you can do bro splits like I said before, that you're gonna train your muscles twice a week, but it depends on you and how fast you can recover. you know so everybody train like that because they see it, and and they feel they have that feeling. They can focus on, for example, you're starting with Monday is a national chess day, international chess day. and and you feel that you do 5 6 exercise, you just destroyed your pecs. But be honest, after 2 exercise, your pecs, your shit, something like, doesn't matter, your pecs, your chest just will be exhausted after to exercise, and in many cases it means that it forces you to focus on more isolation stuff and do isolations stuff on isolations machines like peg deck, just many different kind of stuff, because your muscles are exhausted. Because for example, you start with bench or just with dumbbell press on a flat bench, and then you do incline dumbbells, and then you are exhausted. You do 3, 4, 5 sets, depends on you. I don't want to talk about weight right now. I don't want to talk about repetitions, and I don't want to talk about set. That's for another video. This is just very briefly and shortly my first video that I want to talk about those things. Like I said, sorry for my English, but I know that you understand. So my opinion on this, it's my honest opinion, and it's not nothing that I would say don't try it like that, it's bad, because there are some people who are genetically gifted, and they have similar results with those pro splits because of their because they are gifted, and their protein synthesis and anabolic state is so much longer. So, but very important, when you train your chest on Monday, it's very proven fact by scientists and many different kind of research that protein synthesis lasts longer from to 36 hours. So you train on Monday, and the highest peak, it's like this, and on the top of the mountain, the highest peak is 24 hours. In that 24 hours, you have the highest peak of grow of your muscles and stuff like that. After that, after 24 hours, your protein synthesis is starting to go down, and everything's go down. Protein synthesis basically means that you grow, your muscle grow, your tissues grow, and and you are in an anabolic state. That's why the reason why many bodybuilders, lifters back in the 80s, 70s did full body 3 times a week, because it allows them to be in an anabolic state and have the protein synthesis the whole week. So I want to say, if you are natural, in my eyes, it's better to don't train the bro splits. In my eyes, it's better to choose full body or push-pull routine or upper lower split. What I do right now is upper body, upper lower 6 days a week, and it's manageable if you know how to set up the volume, and all that stuff about it, so that means because full body is a great thing, but I like to exercise, I like to be in the gym, and to be in the gym Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it's not so much for me. I don't want to, I like to be in the gym, and upper lower allows me to do it. So, but this is just one type of how you can train. There's another type how you train. So if you're natural, this is the most, in my eyes, this is one of the most optimal things to do if you want to exercise without anabolics. So you're starting with Monday with upper exercise, upper body. So that means your chest, your back, your shoulders, your triceps, your biceps. Then on Tuesday you do your lower body. That means your legs, whole legs and calves. Or just quads or just hamstring, you know. It depends on you, and it could be like that, you know. For me, my personal on the upper days, I don't do deadlifts. I do deadlifts and on lower days, you know. But when I do heavy deadlifts, you know, I don't do squats. I do leg. After that, I do leg extensions like the curls, and that's it. You know, because the accumulation of that is so much high that you know, it's you know, it's just it's very hard and manageable to do that, you know. And the second thing is that if you go and do heavy deadlifts and after that you go into squat, you will be pretty much exhausted and your lower back will suffer enough, you know, from the deadlift before. And you know, and this is the reason why I don't do deadlifts on my upper day. I do deadlifts on lower day, Tuesday, and I do deadlift just once a week, sometimes twice a week, but that's very occasional. Once a week, you know. So Tuesday I do lower exercise. I do, you know, squats, leg curls, leg extensions, or deadlift and leg extension and leg curls and hyperextension and calf raises and something like that, something for calves. You know, that's just my routine right now, but I change routine very constantly. You know, what I wanted to say, it's about the protein synthesis, you know. It's very optimal because when you train your whole body part on your Monday, your upper body part, the protein synthesis lasts long, like from that moment to 36 hours. With that, in for 24 hours, you have the highest peak of that. And you know, and when you train bro splits, when you train chest on your Monday, you know, that's cool, but you know, count it for yourself. And then you don't train chest like for 4 days, you know, and there is no stimulus. You are not in anabolic states anymore with your chest. You don't have any protein synthesis, you know. That means that you don't have a impulse to grow, impulse for new muscle tissues, impulse for new nutrition, stuff like that, you know. So basically you're stalling, you know. So that's just my opinion, just my 2 cents to this thing. So I mean, if you're natural, this allows you to be in that natural state, in that protein synthesis state and anabolic state, like almost the whole week, you know, because after the 36 hours of protein synthesis, you just hit the your body part again, and you are in anabolic state again, and you creating protein synthesis again, you know. I have so many trainings routines that I would like to talk about, and I'm going to talk about that in my later video. This is just a simple thing that I just want to talk about that, you know. So, but I'm not saying that it's for everybody, you know. Like I say, there are people who are really gifted, you know, and for them, bro splits are either, you know, they are cool. They train chest on Monday and then hit them the next week, or they do splits like chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs, and again repeat this cycle again. So Saturday chest, and you know, you can do that. It's very manageable, and you know, you have plenty of rest, and they grow. They are gifted. There are levels of chemicals in their body are different because they are gifted, and the anabolic state and protein synthesis could be much longer, you know, from the normal person who is not that gifted at all. I'm not gifted like that, so I always try to find another way how to create a great training and grow. That's it. To have the great stimulus, to have a longer protein synthesis, like I'm talking about it, and be in an anabolic state. So, like I said, from my perspective, it's not very much ideal. It's not very much ideal to train normal bro splits. It's much better to do push-pull legs, full body, or upper lower. That's my 2 cents to this topic. And this is just my first video. In next video I will be talking much more about this. I will be talking much more about protein synthesis, about anabolic state, about specific training routines. What does that mean? What does that mean? What means push-pull leg routine? What means upper lower? I say that, but more correctly, full body and bro splits. Because you can do some splits that you hit your muscles twice a week, or sometimes 3 times a week, but it's very exhausted. And there is another thing that I like to do, that I just do 1 or 2 exercise in one day, but one exercise I do for 20 minutes straight, to hold the spectrum, like light weights to heavy weights, try to hit repetition maximum, try to hit new PR, and then I then I go down to, I don't know, 70-60%, and just do some finisher sets, and I just do just 2 exercises, like one exercise for 15 or 20 minutes, another exercise for 15 to 20 minutes, and then I do some additional exercise, like for something for biceps and triceps. But for this type of training, I'm gonna talk about it in next videos, if you like it. And this training gave me a lot, and it still gives me a lot. I change constantly. I changing the routines. Right now I'm on upper lower, but I will be back on this type of training. So this is my first introduction to some of my opinions about training, about lifting, and this is just introduction to you people on YouTube, and introduction to my opinions. So yeah, feel free to comment, feel free to visit my Instagram and ask me for pretty much every question that you have. So have a nice day and cheers.